cousin, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Girl, I got a fucking treat for you. So this story that I got today is about a woman, a husband, a best friend, a baby, and a fucking son. If this is your first time over here, what's up? My name is Ronnie. You may have found me on TikTok, and if you didn't find me on TikTok, go ahead and go over there and follow my TikTok, especially if you love story time. You ever heard a story from somebody that felt so real you felt like you was there? That's me, and that's what we do over here. So I ain't gonna keep you too long. Without further ado, we finna go ahead and read this story directly from the inbox. Let's go.
Am I really that much handle? Breaking these niggas down like a camel. You don't really know you.
I don't expect anyone to understand what I'm about to say. Hell, I barely understand it myself, but I don't get this. If I don't get this off my chest, it's gonna eat me alive. I married a man 18 years older than me. He was steady. He was safe. He gave me structure when I came from chaos. And for a while, there was enough. He wasn't perfect, but he was mine. And I thought I could grow into the kind of woman he needed. But somewhere along the way, I started shrinking. He became more like my mentor than my man, more like my provider than my partner. His love was so routine, it was so predictable, it became dry, and I needed more. That's when his best friend started showing up more. At first, it was just to help fix things around the house, grabbing drinks, maybe a little small talk. But soon, he started fixing things that my husband didn't. Like what? He started fixing things that my husband didn't even know was broken. I slipped one time. One moment of feeling wanted turned into a secret I swore I'd take to the grave. No, you did not sleep with that man's best friend because he was coming over there, helping fix things around the house, grabbing drinks, and making small talk. Your husband sounded like he was a good guy. He was steady. He was taking care of you. It just sounded like it just sounded like he 18 years older than you. That's what it sounded like. It sounded like he just older than you. Okay, so she said, then came the real mistake. His son came home from college. Girl, no you didn't. Maybe the son found out about the friend or something. His son came home from college. You'll think I had learned my lesson, right? But I didn't. Girl, his son was nothing like him. Bold, flirtatious, and unfiltered. He made me feel young again, reckless, alive. He told me things my husband hadn't said in years. Girl, one night I let my guard down and it happened again. 2 affairs, 1 woman, one hell of a secret. Beautiful. You slept with this man's friend and this man's son. Beautiful. Beautiful. Then she goes to say, y'all, hold on. Girl, beautiful. Then she said she took a pregnancy test and it came back positive. She was pregnant. My husband was so happy when I told him. I mean, so damn happy he cried. It would have been our first child together. He wanted to paint the nursery, buy books, playing names. I looked him in his eyes. This man I had betrayed, and all I could see is his joy. And all I could feel was my guilt. But I didn't know if the baby was his, or his son's, or his best friend. Girl, ain't even got no more tea to sip. Oh my God. She said I couldn't take the risk. I couldn't let the baby grow up in a lie that was this deep. So I ended it. I killed the one thing that brought him joy to protect a secret he still doesn't know exists. And the worst part, he still thanks me for loving him or loving myself because he thinks that it was a medical issue and the baby was stillborn. Girl, Lord have mercy. But the truth is, I just didn't know who the father was. And every day I see him, every time he looks at me with those kind eyes, I know I betrayed the only piece of him I could have given back. First of all, I'm going to tell you that you're wrong. Also, going to tell you with a very kind heart that you are very low down. And you should be ashamed of yourself. But she want to know, should she tell him or should she keep it a secret? I am going to tell you that this is fucked up all the way around. But I would keep it to myself. If you really want to keep this man, if you really love this man, if you tell this man that shit is going to destroy that man from the inside out. Now, even if you don't tell him and you try to keep it to yourself, You gotta worry about if his son or his best friend is gonna say anything, because they also owe him loyalty. Sleep with a random dude that you met at the bar. You ain't just sleep with a fucking fellow church member. You slept with this man's son and his best friend. These are also people in his circle that owe him loyalty and respect. So if one of them get a guilty conscience, you are so screwed. If one of them end up saying something, me personally, I wouldn't say anything if I want to keep this man. Now, would you be losing self-respect? Yes. You actually lost self-respect when you slept with his best friend. That was very dirty of you. It would have been better if you would have slept with a guy that he didn't know. Because he was boring, right? It would have been cool if you had a one-night stand with a man neither one of y'all have ever met and probably won't ever see again. But you fuck two dudes, two men, that y'all can have dinner together. That wouldn't be awkward for you? That would be so awkward for me. I'd probably just walk away from my marriage and never tell my husband what happened. We ain't got no kids together. I would probably just walk away and tell him to file abandonment for the divorce. Like, dead ass. Because either way, you losing in a way. If you tell him, he gone for sure. If you don't say something and one of them say something, you still through. Girl, the only thing I can think to do is to just sleep with him all by yourself, all by himself. Don't mess with them no more. Get pregnant and try to secure a baby. Because, I mean, that's about the only way you're going to keep him in your life if he end up finding out. So, best of luck to you. Thank you for writing to me. I hope I helped you out. Y'all help her out in the comments. Let her know what the fuck she should do, because she is in a pickle and a jam. Already, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and tell 2 friends. Share this video out. Thank you for your time. I'm finna let you go. Bye, cuz.
High volume. Am I really that